Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine Tuesday evening to ya all. Good to see ya, good to see ya, good to see ya. Nate Fennelly, Carol Manic, Esmeralda, Abzat Jazz, Pettybot, Nick the Grick, Leo Stew, Empty Chair, Zaire, Rattlecar, S. Steel. How is everyone tonight? Oh man, I'm hyped. We're going back to War Standard, and War Standard have been super fun so far. Well, I mean, if you're not losing to Nexus, Fader to Fairy, War Standard is super fun. So, I'm excited to try this deck. It is out of my wheelhouse to some extent. Like, I don't know. Boros aggro, that is out of my wheelhouse as far as the decks I normally play. On the other hand, it's kind of like combo-y and card drawy, so maybe it's like the perfect Boros deck for me. But I'm excited to try out Feather. Hey, welcome, Bayan MTG. Good to have you. Should there be Modern on Arena? It would be sweet. I think it will never happen, or at least not soon happen, but it would be cool. White Lotus, Kensa, hey, it's King, Warbrick. Kenowa, how is everyone doing tonight? Oh, man. Oh, well, you make my day better, too, as well, Angelus. Definitely appreciate you hanging out tonight. Yeah, so the plan for tonight, we're on Arena, of course. Kaya Ashmore for the 25th month in a row. Hope the new farm industry you well so far. What's your favorite card so far? Ooh, boy, that is a tough one. New Jace is sweet. I really like playing New Jace. I very much enjoyed the Laboratory Maniac win condition. Bolos of Citadel, also super sweet. So, stuff, yeah, there's some really cool sweet cards. Thank you so much for the resub. Yeah, Gideon is a sweet card too. Yeah, that would be my concern with Arena having Modern, is buggy and problematic maybe, so we'll see. Maybe they'll get there eventually. Kranko could be interesting in this deck. Yeah, hopefully this deck is sweet. Planning to play the new Modern Neoform deck. Yes, definitely got to try that deck out. I mean, the results are early. Doc Gio, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. The results are early, but people are already saying like it needs to be banned. I don't know if that's actually true, but good God, that deck. So the deck, if you haven't seen this, it wasn't legal at the Pro Tour this past weekend because War of the Spark wasn't there. But basically, it's turn 1 potentially win with Neoform. Neoform. So basically what you're doing is Chancellor of the Tangle in your opening hand. Then you reveal that. You play a Allosaurus Rider by exiling Chancellor and another green card from your hand. Play your land. You have the Allosaurus Rider, which is a 7-mana 1/1 at that point. Then you just use your actual mana, the Chancellor 1 mana and your land mana, to Neoform it into Grizzlebrand. Typical like Grizzlebrand combo, draw your deck, use Simian Spirit Guides, make mana, Lightning Axe, gain life with Nourishing Shoal. But it's basically a turn one kill deck that apparently the people playing it are putting up absurd records with it. Splatterboy with the gift sub to Splatterboy, a gift to yourself. Unshaven Drake and Admiral Average, welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription, and shout out to Patrick as well. Big soups here for our new subscribers. But tonight we're playing some sweet standard. So yeah, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck. We're gonna start things off with Boros Feather. See how it goes. We're going to play the ladder rank reset, so we're pretty low. We got to grind our way back up the ladder, so we're going to start with that. And then we might jump around a little bit depending on how this one goes. Krauser, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, Killadago? How are you this fine evening? Why no Gird for battles? That's a good question. I don't know if people have... I don't know what the right build of this deck is. I really don't. Gird for battle, maybe that is better than some of these other options. Salmon... Well, let's do a reminders. Then we can start talking about the deck. Change... Alright. We will change. We will Soul Ring. Soul Ring sleeve it. Elgraves and Troy Monster, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Ooh, a Legacy tournament in Seattle. Well, send me if you can, a tweet, like a message on Twitter, or an email, and I will look into it. Riptide, welcome you as well. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I know this is not the most Euro-friendly stream time. Yeti196, welcome you too. Big soups here for you. What's up, Nitty Scout, Spawn Love? How y'all doing this fine evening? So, all right, reminders. Then we can talk Magic, start playing Magic. Then we talk about everything. Oh, yeah, so, kind of exciting news. Team Modern Super League is back. Super lucky. You might remember this. Like a year ago, did a Team Modern Super League with the Brew Crew. Well, the Brew Crew is kind of reassembled. It's not exactly the same as before, but Brew Crew is back. Me, Corbin Hostler from last Brew Crew, and then we're joined by 2 new members. We have a 4-player team this time, and our other players, super exciting. Joining me and Corbin, we have Vince, probably better known as Pleasant Kenobi, one of my favorites. I love Vince, so that's going to be awesome. And Caleb D, who is one of the best modern brewers and players and streamers. So our team is awesome, and we're going to play Sweet Decks, so I am super excited for Brew Crew 2, Electric Boogaloo or whatever. Quantum Fidget, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscriptions. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So that's starting the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that. It'll be on the official Wizards Twitch, but I'm super hyped. It's going to be a really fun Super League, so very exciting. Anyway, reminders, Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams. Willpower, welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Boros is Citadel, it's on the list. We got so many decks to play. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Is Gabby playing this deck? I didn't know Gabby was playing this deck, but we're starting off with this deck. So Replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams. If you missed Infinite Ral combo yesterday, the video's up. It just went live a little while ago, so keep an eye out for that. Normal YouTube, top 10 videos starting tonight for War of the Spark. Tomorrow, against the odds, with a deck I am super excited about in War of the Spark Standard. A budget Magic last night playing some really budget-friendly Is It Sahelian Standard, and that deck was pretty impressive. We had to play best of 1, but it was still sweet. Splatterboy with the gifts of to Evil Morit. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So try that over on the YouTube channel. Check that out. Also, we have a sponsor tonight, and our sponsor is Vector Dash. And Vector Dash, if I can pull up their thing here, allows you to play PC games on your Mac in 4K even, and you can check them out at vectordash.com/goldfish. Get $5 off your first month, get a week free trial. So if you're looking for a way to arena it up on your Mac, keep Vector Dash in mind. Good option there, and thank you to them for supporting the show. Finally, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the site and the stream and the channel, and of course donations. Those are always appreciated. I definitely do appreciate them. Definitely not required, though. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. And with that out of the way, yeah, Tanos is like always a sponsor. He's just always lurking in the background as a sponsor. Goldie, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. And Catastrophe, welcome you as well. Got up to the Jace badge. Congratulations. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Oh yeah, one other thing. If you scroll down below the stream, you can see we have a new panel, a deck viewer panel. So if you want a quick view, not only at the deck we're playing tonight, but if you scroll down more on that panel, you can see the past decks that we've played. So if you want a quick way to see the deck list without going to another site, got you covered with the new deck list panel. So keep an eye out for that if you're looking for the deck list. Deckmaster will be incoming shortly, and let's talk about this deck so we can start playing Magic. So the deck we're starting out with tonight, Boros Feather Heroic. It kind of feels like the heroic mechanic. So the idea of this deck is pretty simple. We're like a really weird Boros aggro deck named after Feather the Redeemed, our new War of the Spark Angel. 3/4 flyer, not bad. When we cast an instant or sorcery that targets one of our creatures, instead of going to the graveyard, goes to exile, we get it back at the end of the turn. So what we're trying to do with Feather is cast kind of janky cheap spells. Defiant Strike, small pumping of a creature that also draws us a card. Sheltering Light protects our creature's scry. Excuse me. Reckless Rage gives us a removal spell that also happens to target one of our creatures. Samet Sprint gives us haste with some of our powerful creatures. So the idea is we get down Feather, we start casting these janky 1-mana spells at our creatures, but we don't really lose them because they come back. So we have random creatures we can target. Hunted Witness kind of just gives us 2-body. 10th Distinct Legionnaire is one of our main payoffs. Whenever we target with something, it gets a counter and we get to scry. And then our other really sweet payoff is Dreadhorde Arcanist. Flag Bananasaur and Dude It's Leb. Welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And also, I love you too, Dude It's Leb. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. The other big payoff is Dreadhorde Arcanist, which allows us to reuse our cheap spells from the graveyard. When we attack, we can flashback something that costs equal to or less than its power. So basically 1 mana most of the time, but that's fine because our spells are 1 mana. And if we happen to have both Feather and Dreadhorde Arcanist, it's really cool because Feather puts the card into exile. Dreadhorde Arcanist, when you flash back the spell, it goes to exile. And Feather, like, overrules the card staying in exile. So if we cast, like, whatever, a Defiant Strike in the early game, and then we flash it back with Dreadhorde Arcanist, and we have a Feather out, it actually goes back to our hand, so we can start the whole process over again next turn. So that's basically the plan of the deck. Got some bird spells for reach, 1 Gideon, because Gideon got a lot of stats for a 3-mana Planeswalker, couple of Aurelias at the top of our curve, and your sideboard, more removal and Shivan Fire, Lava Coil, Gideon, another resilient threat. Legion Warboss can sneak in against some control decks with not many blockers and win the game quick. Experimental Frenzy for card advantage. Rekindling Phoenix is another resilient attacker and blocker. So that's what we're starting with tonight. We are going to feather it up. What's the best standard deck at the moment? I actually have no idea. My default would be to say that this Blue-White Turns deck is actually really fun too. That's a deck I've been working on. I don't know if people like it or not because it has a couple of Nexus of Fates and people hate Nexus of Fate, but boy, that deck is fun. Gentle Lurch and Unseen Spectre. I'm doing well tonight, Lurch. In 19 months, I'm doing well tonight, Spectre. 19 months for Lurch. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun too. It's just like all Planeswalkers, Urza's Ruinous Blast, Karn Temporal Sunderings, a little bit of removal, bunch of extra turns, try to win with Jays, so I really like this deck as well. But I feel dirty because it's it does have Nexus of Fate in it, and people just hate it. Yeah, New Teferi's really good. New Teferi and being able to cast Karn's Temporal Sundering at instant speed, or like Karn's Temporal Sundering gives you the extra turn and you get to bounce something, so you can like take down Teferi, little Teferi, draw a card, bounce it with Karn's Temporal Sundering, pick up Teferi, play it again, or do that with Narset. Oh, it's so busted. It is so busted. All right, well, oh boy. Well, I'm not a Boros expert, but I assume we don't keep the Zero Lander. Still not a Boros expert. Still leaning towards no on the Zero Lander. Oh, instant regret. Instant regret for playing Boros instead of something that can draw cards. Oh, what did we do to the Magic gods? Well, land go. Yeah. Oh no. And it's a... When I see Breeding Pool, I automatically assume it is a Reclamation turn deck. Pass the turn. Okay. Alright. Not off to the greatest of starts, but that's fine. There's Kanta. Yeah. We draw more lands. Okay, well, I mean, if we resolve Aurelia, we can start attacking. We have, like, no pressure, though. Hunted Witness is not a legitimate clock. Yeah, opponent went to 5, but they're playing Nexus with a ton of card draw spells, so their deck can function on 5 10 times better than our deck can on 5. Well, alright, Plains, Aurelia. Please, no counters. Alright, well, that's something. Target Hunted Witness. Go attacking. Opponent down to 15. We're fighting the good fight. I don't know. Opponent. Mills a Growth Spiral. Ops. Apparently looking for a land. Yeah, there's no counter. We can't just keep attacking and maybe. The new builds of Nexus are really good, though. That's unfortunate. Our mana is clunky. If we could... So looking... Like, this is part of what our deck wants to do. If we had another red source, we could, like, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yeah, we could, like, Dreadhorde Arcanist, Samet Sprint, get it up to 5 power, Samet Sprint flashback, or, yeah, get it up to 5 power with 2 flashbacks, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we don't have enough mana for that, so we will just go to combat, target, yeah, I guess Aurelia. Go attacking, hit our opponent. Mentor. Yeah, we could have dealt a ton of damage there if we had slightly different mana. Well, there's our Arcanist. Alright, opponent, let's see what you got. We have theoretical lethal next turn. Hey, what's up, Kewan? Have some delicious wings and trivia. There's a Wilderness Reclamation. There is the untapping. Well, we will... Oh, that doesn't work. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, Infinite Rowl's super fun. Hey, good to see ya, Shakua. How are you tonight? Alright, I mean... Samet Sprint? Opponent. Nothing, please. The Middling Mage and Trekkie Guy. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, if our opponent has nothing, we can win here. Our pinch on red mana. Alright, that goes to the bottom. Well, go to combat. Pump Aurelia. Opponent. Please just die. Please just die like a good opponent. Attack. Do we even flash this back? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have lethal. Yeah, I guess we do. Alright. We get to scry again. Sure. Pump a real... Oh. Counter on Arcanist. Okay, opponent has the fog. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Fog achieved. Yeah, so I guess we won't flash that back, and we'll play a Hunted Witness. Opponent's got 2 cards. They don't get to flip his Kanta yet, but they have Wilderness Rack. Oh man, this deck is so miserable to play against. Land. Tamiyo. If they hit a Nexus, they have a turn. Well, we'll see. Takes down. Names. Yeah, Tamiyo's busted in this deck. Does not hit a Nexus. Untaps. Last card. Not Nexus. Is it a fog? It is a fog. Okay, that's not good. Well, hit Tamiyo. We have a new donation. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Arcanist. Attack. Lightning Strike. Tameo. Man, so many fogs. We have a new donation and a raid from Pleasant Kenobi. Thank you. Just a $5 donation from Willpower. Definitely appreciate it. Vince! Oh, what's going on, Vince? Iona did nothing wrong. Vince, future teammate from Team Modern Super League. It's gonna be sweet. I'm super excited to have you on the team, Vince. It's going to be a blast. Opponent, Chemister's Insight. If they have another fog, I'm gonna puke. Oh no, they drew the Nexus? That was their draw? Floats mana. We have lethal. We definitely have lethal. We don't have a way to stop our opponents. Okay, Chemister's Insight draws cards. Escanta, no fog. You already used 2. Come on, Magic Gods. Nexus, okay. Well, yes! Oh, on the Multi-5. On the Multi-5. You gotta attack with Aurelia, though, through the fogs to get that mentor value. Oh, yeah, I guess we probably should have. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, lordy. This deck does not seem like it has Nexus in mind. Okay. Huh. Oh, so we just can't interact with Nexus. Okay. Well, I guess that means we just bring in more threats and attack like crazy and hope. Oh dear. Okay. So Gideon's in, I guess. I guess Gideon is sort of an answer if we can get it all the way up to 6. Legion War Bosses seem good. Lightning Strike seems less good. Maybe something like that. I have a sweet combo with Boar God, Dryad Arbiter, and your new favorite Hydra, and the instant puts 9+1/+1 counters on a land. Ooh, that is definitely spicy. I have never heard of such a thing. What is the actual combo? I would imagine most of Seth's buds are... Wait, most of my buds are what? I think I missed the first part of that comment. Are Stacks players? Yeah, the Neoform combo deck seems busted. Alright, I mean... Do we want Frenzy? Yeah, let's just run it like that. Oh. Is Kenobi a mod? I assume he is. If he's not, he should be. Yeah, the new combo does seem pretty strong. Well, I guess we try this. We have a Feather for value. We do need a land. Chaos Engineer, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 1-year resub. How did Raoul deck play yesterday? Most excited for that combo myself. It went well. We went 4-1. And our one loss was actually the mirror, so it actually went really well. So yeah, it seemed decent. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Krenko is the boss. Yeah, Krenko could be cool in this deck. What would you cut to put Krenko in this deck, though? That is the real questions. Blasone. Ooh. Ugh, Gideon that we can't. Man, alright, pass the turn. Well, a little slow with our start. Gideon sweet if it resolves. Yeah, Gideon needs another white source. Opponent giving us the early good game. More Gideons. Well, alright. Feather. Oh my goodness! Who designed this mana base? I swear! Zephyrdot! That's not how we beat infinite turns. Zephyrdot with the gift subs, 5 gift subs up to 90 total to Mastiff, Judy, David, Derek, Pi 4 Man, and Gene Judas. Welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscribers, and thank you so much for the gift subs, Zephyrdot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well that's a card we can cast. Salmon sprint that. Go scrying. Well, we still get to... I want white mana. We need a white source. How can we not find a white source? This mana base. Opponent has his Conti. Yeah, opponent's missing land drops too. Alright, that is, thank goodness, white mana. What do we... Yeah, play Gideon. One of our best answers here is to get Gideon up to exile zone is helpful. Up to 6 and actually kill things. JSP911, welcome to the Fishbowl. Grid seems good. Maybe this build just isn't there yet. This is Brian Gottlieb's build, I believe. Opponent, land, and passes. Feather. This doesn't give haste, right? Vigilance, lifelink, indestructible. Well, let's play 10th District Legionnaire. Let's Defiant Strike it. I don't even know if we want more lands now. To the bottom. Take up Gideon. Give it...
Share in my light.
Are any of these actually relevant? Yeah, Krenko could be a good addition. Hey, I'm doing well. Helix, how are you? Does anyone know if there's a way to watch the stream on my PC and use the chat only on my phone? Ooh. That I don't know if you can double it up like that. Alright, we'll go indestructible. Play the mountain. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Down to 12. Pass the turn. As Kanta doing its stuff. So we can cash in Gideon to exile something if we need to. Opponent. Land. Chemisters. Okay. Now we just need to win. How do we win? Shock your face. Oh, we're close. We are close. Del Roas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. And Pona scoops it up. We didn't quite have lethal, but... Oh, well, that was not pretty. That was not pretty. We didn't do anything crazy, but we ranked up. Oh, we're way low. We're in silver. Whew. They just reset the rankings today, so our ranking is incredibly low at the moment, but we're getting there. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad for Feather. Do you think splashing green to make this build Naya is worth it? What would the green splash be for? Like what? Oh, collision clauses? Collision clauses does seem sweet. Was it really a lethal? It's what, +2? 4? I think we were 1 short. I think we had 9. Oh boy. Okay, mulligan. Alright, I guess we'll keep this one. We have a bunch more gift subs. Del Roas handing out the gift subs. Ah, Arcanist is so sweet. Yeah, we're going to keep Arcanist. Land go. It's so sweet, we can't not keep it. So many gift subs. Del Roas to Evereason. Artuis. Steve is cool. The Barum, Cynic, MTG, You Can Light, Tomic, Flower John, and Kevdog. Welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Well, Arcanist you. Pass the turn. Oh, so many gift subs. Hey, what's up, Abigail? How are you tonight? Please don't kill Dreadhorde Arcanist. We have ways to protect it if we untap. If we untap, we can do things. And we're getting close to Feather, which we can't protect, but opponent. Thinking it over. Thank you, Spawned Love. I am very talented at mispronouncing usernames, along with other things, but... Ooh. Oh boy, that is Feather mana. Dare we Feather? We're shields down. Oh, we could just play it safe and shock hero. Yeah, we're gonna Feather. All right, please no killy. No attacks. If we untap with this board, things are insane. They are so sweet. Opponent. Land. Untapped. Famous at. Oh my goodness. This turn. This turn's going to be good. This turn's going to be good. Opponent passes. That's a Defiant Strike. So, we will shock the Thief of Sanity. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Get that out of here. We go to combat. Attack, attack. We flash back the shock on the hero for free. It's going to come back to our hand at the end of turn. Opponent. Oh, this is the power of the deck. This is what the deck's trying to do. Yes, Defiant Strike Dreadhorde Arcanist. We will take that back at the end of turn 2. Hit our opponent for 5, leave up Sheltering Light, and to turn, come back to us. Whoa! Why? Where? Oh. Technically, we didn't target our opponent's stuff. For shame. Alright, yes. I was so excited for no reason. Well, we still got him. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a pun. We would have done that same line. I was just overly excited from the combo, but the combo doesn't actually work there. Should have shocked the Feather. Yes, I know. Sorry, this is my first day. It's my first day. What are we playing? What is this game? Who are you? That was actually an impressive performance for this deck, though. That actually felt good. Like, surprisingly good. Celestial Karen with the new Ugin thing. I definitely want to try. Yes, I know. You got to target your creature. I know. I was just excited. I was excited. I would have done the same exact line, so I don't know if it was a punt, because I think I'm just an idiot. I don't know if it was a pun, but oh, hello, Chandra Quill. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the puns. It was a pun in the heart, but not on the board. Yes, I tried to pun, but it actually wasn't. It was a correct play, despite my best efforts. Pingo, and welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Do we want to change anything? Like, maybe we just run it back? We have removal. Yeah, I mean, let's run it back. Why only 2 Reckless Rage? It is a bit matchup dependent. It's not really helpful against, like, any of the control decks. It's not helpful against Simic Nexus. Yeah, this is kind of... Maybe this deck just mulligans a lot. It feels like... Ugh, alright. Okay. I don't know about this no creature hand. I think this is one of the risks. The deck does kind of have a Boggles-like feel. So I think there is an actual risk that sometimes you're just going to draw... Yeah, kill that. Just gonna draw all pump spells and no threads. Finance question. Blaststone was my pre-release promo. It's $30 right now. Should I hold it or not? Let's Defiant Strike. Actually, do we... We have a Feather coming. Let's not Defiant Strike. I am not sure. It's definitely going to see you play in older formats. $30 is pretty high, though. Well, land Arcanist. Hope it lives. Actually, we could Reckless Rage. Let's just pass. We can Reckless Rage on our opponent's turn if we have to. So I'm not sure. Spawn Love and Quagizolo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Deputy of Detention. So this comes down, and now we Reckless Rage. Kill you. Target you. Keep our Arcanist. Staying alive. Opponent gets in. Yeah, no blocks. Oh, and now we get to do tricks. We play a Feather. Now we actually get to do the trick. We attack with Arcanist. Arcanist, Reckless Rage. Reckless Rage, target hero and Feather. Now it will go to exile and come back to our hand, which is what I was trying to do with the Shock, but it doesn't work with Shock. If we untap with these 3 Defiant Strikes, it's so much card draw. It's so much card draw. What are the odds that you pick my Neoform combo deck for Fishbowl Thursday? Well, this week's Fishbowl Thursday is already over, but the odds are high that we will cover that deck. So next week, there's a pretty good chance. Gideon Blackblade, sell or not? Guess I'll wait. I would sell Gideon's. I would sell basically everything from the set. Normally, the safest thing to do is just sell. Whoa! Opponent's done! Maybe this deck is good. We're 2-0. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to see the appeal of this deck. I still think maybe there could be some changes around the edges, but this deck is working. Feather is kind of crushing it. Yeah, that Pirate was not good at all. Silver tier 1. Yeah, I got update the record up to 2-0. Should we change anything? We've also mulliganed a lot, but maybe that's just how this deck works. Let's do another one. And then we can try out some cards if there's other things that need to be tried. What do you recommend to get in MTGO for War before it gets expensive? Modern cards. On Magic Online right now, the cards that are expensive are cards that see play in older formats. Especially after a few months after release when Redemption goes away. So I think that that's what I would focus on. So modern cards, potentially some of the Planeswalkers, Blast Zone maybe, although I don't know how staple-y that'll be. It's kind of tough to say if that's like a staple or just kind of like in between. X, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Pyrohelix is interesting. Pyrohelix allows us to ping and get it back. Yeah, I guess it's a little expensive, but it does kind of work. Finale of Promise. Yeah, Finale could work out in Modern. What else do you think is good in Modern from the set? What else is on your Modern list? We just, the top 10 Modern video is going to be coming. Could we get a list for the blue-white turns list? It looks sweet. I will try to get that for you. I don't even know if I actually have the list on Goldfish yet. I just built it in Arena. I don't even know if I exported it. Tazikarn combo. Ew. Bond of Flirt. What is going on over here? Search. Is this another? Ugh. Is this another Nexus deck? There are so many Nexus decks. I feel like you gotta play anti-Nexus something. Why would Bond of Flourishing can be good in the right deck? I don't know why they're playing it in Nexus though. They have so many spells and it only hits permanents. It seems like a weird choice for Nexus in specific, but alright. Zager Foundry, untapped. 10th District Legionnaire. Maybe it's not Nexus. We are at silver right now trying to rank up, so it might just be that our opponent is playing something weird. You should try Red Finale. Red Finale was great in our Budget Magic deck. It was so good. Like, we should have played more. It was so good. We do not need more land, so to the bottom. Ooh, Samet Sprint. Alright, well, go attacking. We do have a pretty fast heroic clock, just beating down with our dorks at 6 points of janky burn in hand. I have Narset as hate for the Nexus deck. Yeah, Narset's a very solid sideboard card. I really wish that they had made War of the Spark legal for the Mythic Championship. It would be so much more interesting if we could have seen War of the Spark cards, but alas, we were stuck with non-War of the Spark options, which was fine, but I don't know. What did you think of Modern at the Mythic Championship? The top 8 was Humans and Tron, and a couple of one-ofs. I think a Titan Shift or Escape Shift of some kind. Affinity. Yeah, Narset's good. I've been very impressed with Narset. And that doesn't even include the wheel your opponent's hand away plan. There's a Tamiyo. Well, this is definitely can we win this turn? Samet Sprint, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can't cast all of our shocks. We're not that far away from winning. Opponent mills everything. Lightning Strike. Well, play a Mountain. Samet Sprint. Ugh. Arcanist, I think, to the bottom. Too slow here. Pump it. Planes. Also to the bottom. Go to combat. Everything at our opponent. Down to 7. Well, if we untap, we should be able to win. That's where we're at. Do we get to untap? Yeah, Tamiyo is absurdly good in Nexus. Do you think London Mulligan will stick around? I think it will. I'm not sure it should. I'm still not 100% sure that it's a good thing for older formats, but Wilderness Wreck. Well, Lightning Strike you. Shock you. And we will see what happens. Boat it. At 2. 2 points of life. With a Tamiyo. Oh, this is close. This is close. London Mulligans with Syrup Powder is fun. Yeah, Syrup Powder works really well with the Mulligan rule. Open deck lists were definitely a big impact on the tournament. What did you think about that? That might even be a better question. Is that something you'd like to see going forward? Or no? Oh, wow. Oh, they have Nexus mana. Well, alrighty then. We'll see if they got it. Opponent thinking. Oh, also, people were asking about Yuya last stream and the like cheating thing. They posted pictures of Yuya's sleeves today.
The story passed.
They were not especially encouraging. Okay, opponent has Nexus. Oh boy, this deck. Captain Coconut, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, Ralph? How are you tonight? Yuya got DQ'd at the Pro Tour, or Mythic Championship, for having marked sleeves on his Tron lands, and they posted pictures of the sleeves, and people were kind of wondering, like, how bad is it? What does it actually look like? And once we actually saw the pictures, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty clearly sketchy. Bredovan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, I still have no idea. Yuya through his sponsor posted them, which was actually kind of surprising. That was the part that kind of blew me away, because considering that they obviously looked very marked, like to the point where people were like, oh, I'm a casual player and I know nothing about this, but even I can tell that these are marked. Boy. Mistakes were made by Wizards with the printing of their Buy-A-Box promo. How would you recommend people should build their card pool in MTGA Arena? Other than spending money, basically trying to hit your rewards every day is the biggest thing. Can we scoop now, chat? Yeah, there's no way they can whiff now. Alright. Oh, boy. Well, I guess we can't win them all. This is just a absolutely... This might be the biggest argument against Boros Feather is... We beat that deck once, but I feel like this is a amazingly bad matchup. We just don't have relevant cards. So if Nexus is going to be like 50% of the meta or something, I don't know if you can play Boros Feather, or at least you need to do something different in the sideboard to have a shot, like Splash for Cinder Vines or something. Because this deck, it just has no. Oh, how has this been happening? How does we had multiple 0-landers into a 7-lander. This deck runs as and now we have the double mountain, can't cast anything hand, which our deck is known for. Huh. The mana in standard is kind of bad. D Marmar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. That's actually kind of good for us. We're probably going to end up Defiant Striking that because we have no hope opponent. Gateway Plaza is pretty bad too. Yeah, the lands in standard are very good, but it feels like whatever you... the last 2 times we've played just random 2-color decks, we've had mana trouble, which is weird because there's just like a lack of playable duels overall with 2 land cycles. So we end up with like these type of hands, which is we can't actually cast our best cards because we've just drawn... Maybe people need to play more Guild Gates. Like maybe you just bite the bullet and you're like, yeah, it's rough, but I actually need to be able to play my cards. Maybe it's worth it to play the tap lands just for that. Opponent, Gross Piling, Ramping. There are Clifftops in this deck. Clifftops and Sacred Foundries. So we have 8 dual lands. But it might be worth it. I don't know. I'm coming around on playing a couple of tap lands. Like, the cost of having them enter tapped is annoying, but is the cost of having them enter tapped actually higher than, like, having our best cards in hand and not being able to cast them? That I'm not sure. Nissa is very strong. If you can untap with a Nissa, you should be able to win the game. The mana it makes is absolutely ridiculous. And the lands have Vigilance for no discernible reason. Well, we drew white mana. Not that it really saves us.
I walk a righteous path. Believe in you, friend.
Yes, Arena, thank you. Yeah, I mean, go attacking. Mentor. Hey. Bone it. Yeah, we can make Warboss indestructible. Opponent's on tapping with a lot of mana, though. And a Nissa that can keep turning lands into creatures. And a bunch of blockers. So, how can Boros actually have a at least slightly possible matchup against this deck? What's the best Boros card against Nexus? Because we're playing Nexus 75% of the time or more. So, what is the best Boros card? I think it's by far the most played deck on Arena right now. Like, by a pretty significant margin. Gideon does not have haste, unfortunately. Gideon, it's a creature, but it still is summoning sick, and now it's dead. But we're dead for the most part. Opponent, yeah, gonna kill Gideon. Well, Boros at standard. Prison Realm doesn't hit the enchantments. I guess it does get rid of Planeswalkers, which is something. There goes Gideon. Ooh, let me see, Phoenix. Demystify. Yeah, Demystify is another way to get rid of the enchantments. Tezzeret Artifacts. That looks fun. Tezzeret definitely is a pretty powerful card. A lot of powerful Planeswalkers in that deck. Opponent, yeah, untapping. Nexus. Alright. I mean, even if we untap, they're going to have so many creatures we can't win, so we will scoop it up. So far, we've done cool things with Feather. Boy, I am sick of the Nexus matchup, though. Or at least, like, having zero ways to interact with it. Huh. There's got to be something. I don't think the deck's fast enough, especially with the Fogs in the deck, to just race. I feel like we need something or we're going to keep losing that matchup. Hugenvad for the 7th month in a row. Splashing blue in Feather to have game against Nexus might be good. Yeah, splashing into a third color is a possibility. Chance for Glory, that is a pretty risky plan. That's all if they have 2 Fogs. At least the game ends quickly. That's the upside. Yeah, it could go... The mana base would be more painful, but could go 3 colors and play Cindervines. That might be the best option, actually. Stomping Grounds. Temple Garden. Sun Petal Grove. What do we need? Rootbound Crag? This is going to make our mana worse. But I guess it was already a little bit clunky, so maybe it's not that much worse. Yeah, maybe something like that. Are there any other good green cards? I mean, if we're splashing into green, is there anything awesome that we can add to the deck? Giant Growth. Giant Growth could be good. 4, 8, 9. We have 10 green sources. Is there anything that pumps... Aggressive Urge pumps and draws. It's a little too much mana, though. Counter, untap, fight, pump. Giant Growth. Huh. 1 mana is kind of key because you can get it back with Arcanist. One, 2, 3, 4. I mean, maybe this is worth the cost. Giant Growth, Collision Colossus. So the good news with Collision Colossus is it is sweet with Feather. The bad news is it's pretty bad with Arcanist because it costs technically 4 mana to cast it from our graveyard, I believe. Huh. Is it worth it? Domri's Ambush. Put a counter on a creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. That's kind of interesting. Maybe in small numbers. Krenko. Well, I will play one Krenko for the chat. What? Can the deck win without Aurelia? What are we going to cut if we're going to Krenko? Something like that? Gird for battle. Put 2 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures. That actually does seem good. Maybe we play less burn spells? Alright, let's try this like this and see how it feels. I don't know if this is a good plan or not, but we'll try it. Cutting Witness is risky because we just won't have enough creatures in an absolute sense. Molgarv, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, maybe the deck is probably worse like this. This is crazy. Odds of drawing a Zero Lander are so high somehow. Like ridiculously high. Opponent. Well, not playing Nexus for one, so that's good. Why not try Mentoring Arcanist? Ooh. That could be sweet. Let's just Plains and I guess we play this, but it can't get through the Enforcer at the moment, so pass the turn. Yeah, we can't go too deep on green spells because we just don't have enough green mana. The main hope of having the green mana is that we won't auto lose to Nexus of Fate every time. Opponent gets in. Yeah, I mean, alright. Please live, Feather. If Feather lives, we can do fun things. If Feather dies, I'm gonna be sad because then we're doing nothing. Opponent. Big turn. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for Feather living. Ooh, let me see. Draco Lucen. Fall of the Thran. Ooh, that's a fun take on Planeswalkers. Opponent getting in. No blocks. Yeah, Fall of the Thread with Kai is pretty sweet. And that's a lot of Planeswalkers. An impressive amount of Planeswalkers. So the problem here, all right, let's, these Enforcers are actually really good against us. Nick Frostwind, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, Feather does not feel that great on curve. That is true. Well, let's Defiant Strike. Yeah, keep Arcanist. Draw Arcanist. Temple Garden. Arcanist. Defiant Strike. Domri's Ambush isn't bad. No attacks. Ugh, these Enforcers! The best I've ever seen an Orzhov Enforcer be. Our deck is doing its thing, though. We're getting back spells. We're kind of doing our thing. Chupacabra. Takes down Feather. Alright, that is an annoyance. Gets in with Rekindling Phoenix. Death Touch. Death Touch. Gruul Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker could be... I don't know if we have enough green mana. We're not really a green deck. We just have a few green cards. Boy, these Enforcers are brutal. Alright, do this. To the bottom. Well, I think what we gotta do is... Domri's Ambush. Arcanist. Kill Enforcer. They get a token. Go to... Are we going to die in the backswing? Stomping Ground, untapped. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Ambush. Cast it. Kill Enforcer. Opponent blocks. Okay. Well, 10th District Guide. Pass the turn! Saxophone and Roquin! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Domri's ambush was sweet there. That part was sweet. You could have killed the Phoenix if you Defiant Strike the Arcanist before the first ambush. I guess that's true, although then they'd still have 2 Death Touch creatures and we would have lost our Arcanist, right? By slamming it into a Death Touch creature. Opponent's deck seems very well built to interact with, to stop what we're doing with those Death Touch creatures. So many blockers. Hey, thank you, Artman Dank. Opponent. Gets in, hits us to 3. Feather's fun, but we don't have the mana to cast it. We need, I don't know what we need. 1,000,000 removal spells? Alright, Defiant Strike. We don't have the mana for that. To the bottom. Plains. Play Feather. Oh, yeah, I think we're dead. Oh, yeah. Didn't we tap white, white, red? White, white, arena. Harbonero Guy! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, we can deal some damage, but it doesn't do anything. Sure, give it haze. Cranko. Cranko's fun, but not good enough here. We got a good board, we just can't really do anything with it. Yeah, we're just dead. Attack, Defiant Strike. Sure. Target a Arcanist. Comes back. Gird for battle. And we scoop it up. Yeah, there's not really... What does our deck do about this? Huh. I don't know. I don't know about this deck. It does awesome things, but it's very weird. Huh. Maybe we'll go back to the original build and just hope we don't play Nexus. This is a janky brew I put together for infinite turns without Nexus and best of 1. Ooh. That looks fun. I mean, Kefnet, it's a good way to cast Karn's Temporal Sundering. There might need a few more legendaries. That would be my concern. With only Kefnet and 2 Jaces, you might end up with a lot of Karn's Temporal Sunderings you can't cast, but definitely a super fun idea. We have a new donation from Dan Wildfire. Alright, let's start it like that. A new donation from Dan Wildfire says, "Hey Seth, Arcanist is a real deal. I've been having fun with it in Wizards." Ooh, well thank you so much for the donation, Denian. Art Matt Dank, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, it does seem like a sweet fit for Wizards. A natural home, I would say, for Arcanist. It's definitely a powerful card, that's for sure. Opponent. I'm thinking about going to alright, land Arcanist. Thinking about going to an upcoming Mythic Championship qualifier. I'm unsure what to play because of the new set. What decks would you recommend? I've been looking at the 5 list on Magic Online. Was not super helpful. I'm trying to play something for $200 or so. Fengrim. That's a tough question. It's so early. It's so early in Standard that it's very hard to say what the best deck is in Standard. I guess I would probably lean towards a deck that was good before War of the Spark, just because the War of the Spark, keep an eye on the Moto results, but I have no idea what the best deck in Standard is. At this point, my default would be, if your goal is to win, play Mono Red or Nexus or something that we know is good, because there's probably some really good War of the Spark decks, but it's going to take a while to figure out the meta and figure out what is actually good and so forth. Green-white legendary nonsense. Ew. Ugh. Well, let's Defiant Strike. More lands. Well, go to combat. Is this an instant? No. Well, go to combat. Pump it. Attack. Oh, opponent with a greedy block. Thinks better of it. Opponent. Thinking. Alright, opponent takes it. No, play Stomping Grounds tapped. Pass the turn. Green-white legendary nonsense looks fun. Kamal's Heretic Vows, the card I think kind of gets better in New Standard. Ugh. This is kind of the risk of playing this deck, is we're so dependent on creatures that now we're just kind of... We're left with a lot of cards in hand, quote-unquote, but they're not really cards unless we have creatures. Jeskai Feather. Ew. That looks fun. Saheeli is definitely powerful. I really like Saheeli. Boy. Oh, dear. It's a lot of lands for this deck and a little action. Pass the turn. Bone it. Judith. Oh, boy. Getting worse by the second. Well, I mean, we'll kill that, but sure. Flint, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Podet gets in with Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, Krenko. Sure. Pass the turn. Podet. And 22 creatures for, boy, yeah, all the removals and, well. Alright. Well, that didn't go especially well. I don't know about this deck. This deck is a deck that seems really cool, but it seems maddeningly inconsistent. That is my perception of this deck so far, is it can do crazy things, but it's also just as likely to kind of do nothing. If the opponent has like a removal spell or two, because there's just not that many creatures. So you kind of run into, yeah, if the opponent doesn't do anything and we draw well, the deck looks like an insane deck. But we've seen some games where opponents just like lava coil, and then our deck does nothing. I would like to see a build with Dauntless and no Aurelia. I don't know if Dauntless really helps anything though, right? I mean, I guess, I don't know if Dauntless does anything. Like, how do you get down Dauntless like after Aurelia? Hey, what's up, Heisenberg Hat? How are you tonight? Alright, I guess we'll keep. I don't know if this deck is 5-0'd. This was Brian Gottlieb's deck, I believe. I don't think there's a 5-0. I don't think, is there a 5-0 with Feather? There might be one. Yeah, it looks like there is one. More lands. Well, play a land, Dreadhorde Arcanist. The 5-0 list has... I mean, we can try the 5-0 list after this game. It's very similar. No lightning strikes. A Danto Vanguard in the creature slot. I mean, we can try it. I assume it's the same problem, but... I'm great. Almost done with school. Tonight, I had some Manatide Smallpox in Modern. Ooh. Nothing better than Manatithing someone in Modern, that's for sure. Budget Mardu Sorin. Sorin's definitely a powerful planeswalker. Mayhem Devil can be very impressive, too. That looks fun. Like a Mardu Aristocrat style deck. I like it. It looks awesome. Adanto doesn't die to removal, so it might help. Yeah, it might. It does dodge some removal. Still, we can't really stop our main pieces from dying to removal, unfortunately. Opponent, thinking things over. Plays a land. Yeah, play Gideon. Pump on Arcanist.
Prepare for battle.
Go attacking. Get in for one. Got him. Up to 21. Does Feather work with Thrash? I believe the answer is yes. It should work with Thrash. That targets your creature, I believe. About it. Gets rid of our Gideon. Well, Sacred Foundry, play a Feather. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent, down to 18. Pass the turn. Opponent. Reckless Rages is strictly better than Shock in this deck. Ugh. Is it, though? The problem with the deck that we found is not having creatures. And Reckless Rage gives you a removal spell that you can't cast if you don't have creatures. I mean, we do have Reckless Rage, too, a couple. But I would say it's strictly better than Shock, because there's definitely a downside to not having a target. Well, let me see, Iceburn. Flibblethip's Vow. Who? That is some spice. I guess Flibblethip... Oh, God. Okay. Flibblethip being a legend for Cabal's Druidic Vow is sweet. And you get to draw cards with it. That's kind of a combo. Alright, opponent draws a card. We get rid of... Opponent's at 15. Alright, I guess we'll get rid of the Shock. Opponent. Yeah, it looks fun. Passing. Well, Shock a Nicol Bolas. Untap. Land. Go to combat. Tag Nicol Bolas. Well, we killed a Bolas. But this is Kanta's gonna flip. Swiftblade Vindicator is good in a Feather deck. Definitely a good creature to throw pump spells at, that's for sure. Hey Seth, are you going to be uploading the replay of your Narset combo stream? Yeah, it's uploaded. It's the second half of the stream where we played Belcher. So yeah, you can find that on the replay YouTube. Alright, Sheltering Light. Land definitely to the bottom. Can't cast the Reckless Rage, unfortunately. Yeah, leaves it on top. Ooh, opponent's still at 15. That's a long way away. Maybe we went to full control their second maid, casting Sheltering Light. Yeah, we did. We did resolve it, so that's good. And we got rid of a land that we didn't want, which is hopefully helpful. Opponent. Alright, so we get back our Sheltering Light. Draw a shock. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent down to 12. Pass the turn. It's got to flippin'. Yeah, revisiting Saheeli without budget restrictions could be fun. There's definitely, like, Arclight Phoenix is probably the biggest addition. Disinformation campaign, well... Sheltering Light. Alright, we'll keep Defiant Strike. Shock you. I mean, Feather's doing things-ish. Ugh. Just kidding. Feather was doing things for a second. I need a Simic Ascendancy Bio as its Hydra deck. Just play a lot of Planeswalkers. I think that's the cheat code. Well, we get back a Sheltering Light, Defiant Strike. Alright, we're going to concede. I don't think there's a... Well, I mean, I guess we won't concede. I don't think there's any possible way we win from here, but... Maya Dinos? Ooh. Another disinformation campaign. Yeah, alright. Our deck can't, there's no recovery mode for this deck from here. Huh. Boy, we've been rapidly losing rank. We started off with a couple of wins, but our rank has been dropping swiftly. And we're not even at a high rank at the moment because it reset. I don't know about this Boros Feather deck. Zazie with a $10 donation. I was just rewatching old Commander clashes and just wants a Silent Jake one and wanted to share the funny memory with you. Well, thank you, Zazie, for the donation. And for, yeah, those are some of the classic early episodes. So funny. I used to love it when Jake... when Jake would just get so angry he would go silent. Those were good times. And a cheer from, thank you again, Zazie, Caillou Blackthrin. Thank you for the cheer. Pre-release this weekend, I got to storm off with my opponent using the Red Finale and Spark Double Copy Growl. Ooh, that sounds spectacular. Another match, I amassed 30 copies of Invade the City. That sounds like a great pre-release. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I think we're going to switch decks after this match. I don't know what we're going to switch decks to. I don't know if this deck is bad. It just feels inconsistent. It feels, I mean, the set hasn't even officially released in paper yet, so remember, we're playing like the earliest of early builds, and I think Feather is a card that definitely has potential, but I think these very early builds of Feather are definitely rough around the edges as far as how tuned they are and how competitive they are. Have you thought about the teamer colors using Deep-Root Champion, Spellscorcher, Weird, Simic Ascendancy, and a bunch of proliferating cantrips? That could be a fun deck. Alright, opponent's got a Thought Eraser. So we're going to lose something we didn't want to lose. Have you thought about the Teamer counters deck? Oh, Teamer counters. Yeah, I haven't built it, but obviously it sounds like something that would be fun. I like Simic Ascendancy, so... But I don't have a deck list or anything. That's kind of a unique take on it, using the creatures with Proliferate to put counters on. Yeah, Commander is definitely some spice, because in Commander you can just keep recasting your Feather, which is pretty powerful. Like, that's a pretty huge upside. Like, you always have Feather, and even if it dies, you still have Feather. It's 3 mana, it's cheap enough that you keep recasting it, so that's definitely a big upside of this deck, I think. Opponent. Hey, what's up, Green Mage? How are you? Ooh. Let me see, Pabst. Standard pod. Ugh. Well, now we know why they didn't take, Well, yeah, let's play Feather. Defiant Strike, draw a card. Gotta get that value where we can. Aurelia Part 2. Get back Defiant Strike past the turn. Yeah, we'll definitely have to play some more pod with the new additions from More of the Spark. There's some good ones. Any idea when the next viewer-submitted Candor Clash will be? I have a miserable Mariki Rebarrett to Blink and Bounce deck. The Magic Badger probably be a bit, because War of the Spark season is just starting. So, I would expect a few weeks. Opponent has the removal spell. I'll play Aurelia, pass the turn. So I would expect it would be at least like 3 weeks or something. I guess more creatures would make dead more consistent. Maybe some resilient dorks like Adanto Vanguard. Yeah, I don't know. Removal's definitely an issue. And while we have a bit of protection, it doesn't get around like, man, if we had literal protection spells in modern standard still, that would go a long way. Yeah, I guess we discard Samet Sprint. I think we gotta save back up Aurelia because we're always so creature desperate. Discovery to pick it back up. Yeah, they don't print protection or God willing anymore. That's for sure. We just don't get that level of protection. Instead, we got to make do with indestructible, which, yeah, it's good unless you're getting Vraska's Contempt or whatever. I've seen this deck with running more creatures and not Aurelia. This deck is good, but no offense, this build is poor. Well, I don't actually. All right, play Feather. Well, what would your suggestion be, Simjama? This is a build that Brian Gottlieb was talking about. So I'm curious. It definitely, I'm sure these early decks can definitely be improved. So if you have ideas, yeah, get in with Aurelia. 22 creatures minimum. I don't know about that though, because then how are you gonna have anything to That seems pretty all in. "22 creatures, 14 pump spells, 4 reckless is removal." Maybe. I mean, could be interesting. Reckless Rage is interesting, that's for sure. Reckless Rage, like, it's situationally very strong. Like, when we have a Feather and we have no disruption from our opponent and whatnot, it can be borderline busted. Enter the God Eternals is very strong. But when we don't have a creature and we really need to kill something, then it looks a little worse. We draw land. Well, alright. Defiant Strike into a Lightning Strike. Okay. Pump Aurelia. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Sure, pass the turn. We could try the build that 5-0'd. That build has 18 creatures. This information campaign. It's not that many cards different. It does not have an Aurelia, but instead it has a few changes in the creature base, but I think it has the same number of creatures. This information campaign part 2. Alright. Discard Samet Sprint. How can we kill our opponent? Is there any way we can kill our opponent from here? Ooh, Esper Soren. Let me see, J. Bender. Opponent. Alright, well, Lightning Strike your phase. Since we only have 1 red mana. Untap. Shock. Pump Aurelia. Hit our opponent. Oh, we're getting close. The 4 points of life our opponent gained with that Enter the God Eternals. Pretty big deal in this one. Opponent. Land. search for Escanta. How do you feel about amass stacks in Standard? I think amass cards are good. I don't know if we'll see amass decks. I think we'll see amass cards that are like Commensa Endgame, really strong. Enter the God Eternals, really strong. But I'm not sure 100% if we'll actually see like amass tribal. I'm not sure it's that type of deck. Well, opponent didn't draw anything and we got the win. And we got a new donation. King J with the $3 donation says, I love your stream. Working on Naya board deck, but concerned about the control matchup. Well, KJ, thank you so much for the donation. And let's take a look at this deck list. Carnage Tyrant's a good control option in the sideboard. Another option would be, oh, you already got some Planeswalkers in there. I was going to say Planeswalkers, but Planeswalkers as repeatable sources of card advantage. Definitely good options. Rhythm of the Wild with the Boar God is definitely fun. Like, that is one of the best ways to make the Boar God work, and got some sweet big top end stuff. I think the new Ronas is also a pretty sweet option to put into play and double the power. That looks fun. Hey, what's up, Lucas Donnell? How are you today? How are you this fine evening? Thoughtseize is amassed for 3, pretty good sideboard. Yeah. I mean, not bad. 3 mana is kind of a lot for a Thoughtseize, but it might still be enough. Well, this hand seems functional. Functional enough. Feather, it seems to be very high variance. That has been our experience. We're going to try a different build here in a minute. This is the Brian Gottlieb build. We're going to switch up to one that 5-0'd on Magic Online, which honestly isn't a ton different, but it is slightly different. Could Saheeli work with Feather? Yeah, I guess it could. It is a protection spell. I think the challenge with Feather is you either got to play it off curve to try to leave up protection, or you just run it out on turn 3 and cross your fingers and hope. And I don't think there's a card in Standard that changes that. So maybe it's correct to just wait longer more often. That Experimental Frenzy would have been nice. Well, get in, hit our bone it. Experimental Frenzy would have been super sweet. Bone it. Yeah, they already bolused us in game 1. Hey, what's up, Man and So Mars? Good to see ya. Bone it, land, and. Alright, Bedevils. I mean, we gotta do it. Like, what else can we do here? We run out our Feather. If we untap, we got Sheltering Light, we got Defiant Strike. Do we untap with Feather? We do. So that's good news. So now we get to Defiant Strike Feather. Draw a Feather. Go to combat. Go attacking. I guess we can't cast another one because we need to leave up Sheltering Light, and we might not hit a land. All right, pass the turn. I mean, this is where the deck looks insane. We play the Feather, we untap with it, we can protect it. Now we're actually in pretty decent shape. Like, this is where the deck looks so sweet. Opponent, land. Bolas. Sure, but we have Sheltering Light, so it doesn't really matter. Opponent. Wow. Okay. Let's Defiant Strike Feather to draw a card. And then, sure, we'll get rid of Feather.
Time, Planeswalk, let your weak mind.
Shock Feather to send a message? Okay. Yes, we'll send a message. Shock Feather. Give back her spells. Untap. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Defiant Strike Feather. Ooh, Samet Sprint is great. Samet Sprint Feather. Okay. 6. 7, 8. We're 1 point of damage short. 7. Ugh. Alright, go to combat. Attack. Yeah, hit our opponent. Down to 3. Pass the turn. Get back a handful of spells. This is where Feather's sweet. All the spells back in hand. Okay, opponent. What do you got? Ticks up. Okay. You can have the mountain. Impervious Great Worm. Ew. I have not seen many Impervious Great Worm spells. Yeah, Boros does have a weirdly, like, cartoonish voice. Well, this is Feather doing Feather things. This is the dream games with Feather, is watching it just, like, go off like this. Somehow against a deck with a ton of removal, too. And we're just, once you get to this stage, it feels absurd. It feels just so powerful. Sultai Reanimator. Impervious Grey Worm is a big ol' reanimation target, that's for sure. Connive Concoct. That is a pretty powerful reanimation spell. We have not seen it that much, but it does seem powerful. Opponent, thinking it over. Have they been feathered? Is that where we're at? Did we just feather our opponent out of this game? Oh, Spells Guy, probably not reprinted because of, would have won if you shock the face and not feather. Yeah, we didn't know that, though, did we? We didn't know we were going to Defiant Strike into Salmon Sprint, so I think saving the shock is probably the right call there. But in hindsight, yeah. All right, opponent has Nikki B. Yeah, I guess we discarded Defiant Strike. We should be fine here, though. Oh, okay. We're definitely fine. Because now we're just gonna have 2 lethal threats, and that's enough. I guess we should have set a stop there, but that's fine. Defiant Strike, Hunted Witness, draw a card. Yeah. Opponent knows it's over and scoops it up, and that was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right. So we're turning it around a little bit. Let's try. All right, where are we? All right, so, okay. First, before our next game, a reminder that our sponsor tonight is Vector Dash, and Vector Dash allows you to play PC games on your Mac with low latency, and you can get $5 off your first month at vectordash.com/goldfish, and you can get a free trial for a week as well. So thank you to Vector Dash for supporting the stream tonight. So shout out to them. So do we try another build of Feather? So we could try the 5-0 build of Feather. I guess we might as well try it a little bit at least. Let's try it and see. It's not super different, but maybe this solves some of the issues we were talking about. So let's try new and improved 5-0 Feather. Potentially. We're missing cards? 2 uncommons, okay. So this is the 5-0 version of Feather. B Hippo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. All right, so let's give this a shot. So this build of Feather, obviously you're looking at it, it's very similar to the build we were playing before. Big difference is no Aurelias. We do have Krenkos, a couple. We have Adanto Vanguard is a more resilient threat. The deck is very in on Gird for Battle as a pump spell. It's going 4 Reckless Rages and the shocks, no lightning strikes. So basically, I guess a lower to the ground, but less resilient top end threat version. Otherwise, sideboard, Honor Guard, sure. Lava Coils, War Bosses, Ajani, another good grindy planeswalker, Lyra. Hopefully we don't play Nexus. Please don't play Nexus. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Anything but Nexus, Magic Gods. Alright, let's give this build a try. This version should get you more wins easily. I mean, maybe. I'm curious if there's any, if there's really any major difference. I still feel like the resiliency and consistency is an issue. Well, we have a Feather. It's not a fast hand. Alright. Blood Crypt. Alright, we draw more. I do like having some additional dual lands. The mana in that other deck was brutal. Well, it looks like we're gonna have the same issue. Alright. Land, Peasantard. Bonnet. Yeah, Demystify could be worth it, or some sort of enchantment removal. No, just go to vector-.com/goldfish. I don't believe you need a code or anything. Alright, play a land. Play Adanto. Pass the turn. So, Adanto gives us a threat, so we do have a creature. Our hand is not very good against a control deck, though. And Adanto, not actually that resilient. Yeah, Feather was blown away. That's a good way of putting it. I'm surprised by all the Grixis. Not really. Nicole Bolas is a card people are hyped to build around. So, a lot of people just want to play their new Boluses. Speaking of new Boluses, I think we've played... Have we played anything except Grixis and... Have we played anything except Grixis and Nexus of Fate? I think we've played 100%. Maybe we played one other deck out of like 6 matches now. But we have not played many decks except for exactly those two. Play the land, Peasantard. Bone it. Jace. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. There's so many card advantage planeswalkers right now. Opponent, well, thankfully mills 2 lands that we did not want to draw. Tap land. Passes. Another land. Well, get in at Jace. Hit Jace. Shock Jace. Pass the turn. So we've dealt with 2 planeswalkers, but our opponent's at 18. And they have more planeswalkers. Boat it.
You just don't know it yet.
Nicole Bola seems underwhelming. Are you wrong? I think that Nicole Bolas has been very strong. Narset. Yikes. Opponents? I think just power level, our opponent's deck is a little bit higher than... Well, power level and the magic rods. How many lands are in this build? Is this even more lands somehow? Alright, land go. Thanks to the people who have been seeing Tameo Petitioner opponent. I've seen 2 so far today. Yeah, Tameo Petitioner is pretty funny. That's for sure. There's Kanta. Thought Erasure. Ooh, yeah, I'd love to see your Padu's deck. Boat it. Thoughts on Tolsimer? I think Tolsimer's a strong card. Ugh. I don't even think we can cast this Feather, honestly. It dies. We have no spells to use with it. Opponent gets to flip their Iskanta. Okay. Huh. Mill stuff. Yeah, alright. Let's go to game 2. This doesn't feel much different. This feels basically exactly exactly the same so far. Although we did draw a lot of lands that game, so that might be part of the reason. So War Boss in, Shocks I guess out, Reckless Rages out. I mean, maybe we got to keep Shock. Shock can hit a Planeswalker at least, that is something. And they could bring in more flyers. I think we definitely need a Johnny's. How many lands do we have? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I guess we can do it in a easier way. 22. Alright. Sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's it, too. We've played Nexus of Fate and Grixis every round. But this deck maybe this deck just has bad matchups against those decks. We have a lot of creature removal, and we keep playing, like, 0 creature Planeswalker control decks and combo decks. So maybe it's just that this deck is not really built in a way to fight those matchups successfully. And that's all we've played for some reason. Maybe we could try Saheeli to make tokens and create value off the cantrips. I do like Saheeli. I think Saheeli is a powerful card. I think we might be too creature heavy for Saheeli in this deck. Well, Legion Warboss. Mega Dork. Go attacking. Potent. Land. Well, go to combat. Mega Dork. Go attacking. I mean, this is a clock. Opponent. Yeah, play Krenko. Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn. And alright, opponent, do you got a sweeper? Please no, for the love of God. Vraska's Contempt. Okay, okay. Whoa! Well, we actually killed someone. That was better. One bad thing I've noticed in Arena's matchup for generic play, because it's based off distribution of rarity, you face the same deck over and over again. Does that apply to the latter too, or is that just for unranked games? That is a little weird, Tawnos, and I've heard other people saying that. Are people trying to force Grixis over Esper? It hasn't felt like that to me. I think that they reset the rankings, which for dropped us down to silver. I know earlier at the higher ranks, people still played Grixis, but I was seeing much more Esper. Teferis and Nexus of Fates, those are the decks that I've seen most in a broad sense. But we are running into a ton of Grixis right now for some reason. Vanifar 4-color pod. Ugh, another land off the top. All right, land go. Opponent, land. And there's the Thought Erasure. That looks super fun. Kiora's an interesting addition. Got a good creature curve. I think I might be a little nervous about playing just literally no removal, but I mean, I guess there's some creature removal. There's Chupacabras in there. Aggro might be a challenge, but it definitely looks super fun. Cry the Carnarium for our opponent. Well, play Arcanist, play a Guildgate, and pass the turn. Pennybot! Welcome back to the Fishbowl for the 17th month in a row. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Deck has a lot of removal. That's one thing that is pretty well understood at this point. Land go. I think our opponents cast a removal spell every turn of this game. Thought Erasure. Okay. Awesome, dude! For the 31st month in a row. Man, I've run out of things to say. I might be going to GP Vegas over the summer, so it'd be cool to see you again. Any chance you're going to GP Denver this summer? Well, awesome, dude. 31 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big soups here for you. I do not think I will be in Denver, although I am planning on being in Vegas. So we'll, but I guess it's not impossible, but search for his Kanta. Opponent. Passes. Oh, the flood. The flood is real. Get in, hit our opponent. Land go. Escanta, 5 in the graveyard right now. Well, we have our opponent down to 12. The deck only has 22 lands. It feels like it has 47 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, we're drawing more than 50% lands, which is not ideal. So far, we're 7 out of 13. Well, we gotta do this. Hit Nicol Bolas. Go to combat. Yeah, I think we have to kill it. Hit Nicol Bolas. Play a Danto. Pass the turn. It is what it is. Would you rather be playing Amulet Titan right now? I don't know about that. There would definitely be some puns if we were Amulet Titaning. That's for sure. Opponent, Lava Coil. Well, that's not... Okay, Thought Erasure. I think 22 lands is probably a reasonable number. It's just unfortunate that we're drawing a lot of them right now. I think that's more just magic than anything else. Liliana, Dreadhorde General.
My army will envelop this world.
Yeah. Sure. Adanto. I don't know how we beat this one. Opponent plays a land. I don't know if you actually want to go that low on lands, because you have scrying and card draw, kind of, but you also have mana sinks. Like, what good is playing Feather if you can't cast multiple spells in a turn? Like, I think the whole reason you play the deck is so you can have those turns where you're like drawing a bunch of cards by casting the janky card draw spells and stuff. So I don't know. That's opponent's gonna draw cards off this. This is rough. Well, get in. Attack Liliana. Opponent blocks. We pay 4. We kill the zombie. Opponent draws a card. Liliana lives. I'll get back. I guess a Danto, because we know there's a lava strike. Opponent. Zombie. Yeah, there's no lightning bolts in this deck, so that's not a out at the moment. Ugh. That's a lot of life gain. Opponent goes up to 10. And they amass a 4/4. Yeah, we haven't got very good variety with our matchups. Opponent kills it. Restop it. Feather, empty-handed. Empty-handed Feather, not good. Yeah, alright. I don't think there's a pathway back here. I guess we won't scoop, but... A Johnny, get back Arcanist.
Fight again.
No attacks. Pass the turn. Opponent. Zombie. And Escanta. I just got to hang out with the crew for lunch and play some Commander. Yeah, Commander's pretty sweet. Vraska's Contempt. Okay. Lava Coil on Feather. Alright, well, let's try another one. Maybe we can actually get another matchup. Oh boy. This deck has not been good for our ranking. We're just getting absolutely smacked around at silver, which... That's not a good sign. If you get smacked around at like Diamond or Mythic, or Platinum or Mythic, that's one thing. But getting smacked around at at Silver, that's not usually a good sign for a deck. Oh, I'm sorry, Thanos. Well, this hand, if this hand isn't actually functional, then this deck is just not worth it. I built a sweet Mardu Walker Super Friends deck. Ooh. New Chandra is definitely sweet. It reminds me of some of the old Chandras in a good way. So, I definitely like New Chandra. Opponent, Guildgate. Alright. Land go. Like, this has our curve. There's a Reckless Rage. Oh, but it's gates. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's a little worse. So our opponent's playing gates. That means infinite sweepers. Well, at least it's a different matchup. Chiefs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent goes Gross Spiraling. Rugpog. Plaza of Harmony gains some life. Play a land. Play a feather. Go attacking. Hope our opponent cannot sweep our board. Yeah, hit him, pass. Yeah, we gotta revisit Vanifar. There's definitely some sweet new additions from More of the Spark, so we'll have to go back to it again. Alright, card draw incoming. That is Guild Summit for our opponent. I haven't seen gates in a while. That's another gate, another card. Well, come on, some sort of protection, I guess. Land. Well, Defiant Strike Feather. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Boros Guildgate. Pass the turn. Plaza of Harmony. There's the Gates Blaze. So feather down. We can pay for a Danto. Yeah, 10th District Legionnaire is a good creature. Yeah, we tried a build that had a better sideboard, but a worse. Oh, so much card draw for just a game or two. Hey, what's up, Justin Gans? How are you tonight? Opponent passes. We get back Defiant Strike. We draw. Shock. Well, Sacred Foundry. Untapped. 10th District Legionnaire. Defiant Strike. Pump it. Land to the bottom. Defiant Strike. Pump it. Arcanist to the bottom. Defiant Strike. Pump it. Land to the bottom again. Well, go to combat. Attack. I mean, we hit our opponent for a bunch. That is a big attack. Down to 5. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Jinnick9? How are you? Gates Ablaze, number 2. Well, we will pay for a Danto. Could be lethal. Maybe. Depending on what our opponent has. Oh, they didn't even kill 10th District Legionnaire? Okay. Well, this should work. Opponent passes. Yeah? Alright, go to combat. Attack. Opponent to 2. Shock in hand. And that is a win! That is a win for Feather. Feather can do things. Huh, I was nervous. We had those Reckless Rages in hand that were not doing anything. So that was scary, but it worked out. Our shot got there. We just need to play gates. Finally. Well, thank you, Reverse Frantic. How to infinite twiddle untap Karn's Bastion in Modern. Is there any infinite land untapping in Modern? I'm not actually 100% sure. Takali Honor Guard, no. Legion War Boss, no-ish. Maybe a Johnny's. Or maybe, is Reckless Rage? Reckless Rage isn't going to do anything, right? Let's go down Reckless Rage. Up a Johnny's and a Legion War Boss. Run it like that. Playing Mono Red Burn against Grixis gives Tibalt such a good run for his money. I have not played... Yeah, I know. I know Reverse Frantic. I have not played a Tibalt deck yet. Well, Clifftop Retreat go. Yeah, Johnny seems good as a way to get back our stuff after the sweepers that this deck has. Yeah, a little Clifftop Retreat heavy, but how has the deck been going? Hard to say. It feels inconsistent. We've also played weird matchups where we've played against until this match, exclusively pretty much Grixis control and also Simic Nexus. So we haven't played matchups that are necessarily ideal. We've definitely done some really cool explosive things, but then we've also had some questionable, inconsistent games. Bone it. Gatebreaker Ram. Now let's just Cranko. Playing for the long game. We drew every Clifftop Retreat with no way to make him come in and play tapped. Well, that's bad news. And this is also Vigilant. How do we ever beat this? Okay, geared for battle. Shock to the bottom. Go to combat. Attack. Potent. Alright, well. Defiant Strike. Draw a card. Scry. Land to the bottom. Defiant Strike. Draw a card. Scry. Land to the bottom. Well, we get in a big hit, but that's still a Gatebreaker Ram. Seismic Shift. Yeah, Gatebreaker Ram, it is big. Ugh. That's some life gain too. Night of Autumn. Okay. Ram gets in. Down to 6. Well, play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Play Adanto. Pass the turn. And see what our opponent has. It's going to be close. Land for our opponent. Grow Spiral. Draws a card. They haven't had a Guild Summit going. It's up to a 9/9. Opponent attacks. Well, I mean, we got to block with everything. Block, block, block. Sheltering Light. A Johnny. Huh. We already have one. Let's go bottom. And bottom. None of our stuff dies. We untap. We play a Johnny. We grow our dorks. We might be stealing this.
Do not have to fight alone.
Yes. Grow them. Combat. Attack. Flashback. Opponent is done! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That was actually a good game. That was actually a good game for this deck. Oh, the blowouts. There is no way our opponent should have lost that. There was 0% chance. This version of the deck is better. Well, that game was better. Our last game we played Grixis Control got stopped, so maybe? I'm still not sure. It might be better. That was a good game. We're almost out of silver. Yeah, Dreadhorde Arcanist is probably the best card in this deck. Hey, what's up, Blazer? How are you? Is this not going to break us out of silver? Oh, I hope so. I would not mind getting out of silver. We've been trying. We've been trying hard. All right, land, go. Yeah, that was a blowout and a half. So what have all you been playing in War of the Spark Standard? What other sweet things are happening? Ooh. Krenko. We might actually get some Krenko action for once. Will you be making an arena video with that Gishath Arcbow deck from the VIP day? Not sure. Maybe it's not coming immediately. But it might be one that we get to eventually. Hey, Blazer, glad to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Proliferate's definitely cool. Green-White Gideon Proliferate, Simic Proliferate, Krenko Auras. Ooh. Kind of like Krenko Boggles, just load them up. Teamer Phoenix, Simic Hydra Ascendancy. All right, opponent runs out a Daredevil and passes. Well, land Krenko. And get in with the Danto. I am Meeks. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 7th month in a row. Also, you rock. Thanks for all the fun. Well, thank you for the resub. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Almost paid some life there for no reason. Yeah, this does look like warriors. So they're going to have big creatures. Also chain whirlers. Yeah. Bone it. Ugh. How do we get through this chain whirler? Gets in. Down to 13. Ooh, Sheltering Light does do it. So let's Defiant Strike Krenko. Ugh, this is painful, but yes. Make this indestructible. Kill Chain Whirler. Go to combat. Attack. Oh, that gets a... Krenko gets a counter? Well, I guess that was unnecessary to use a Danto there. We could have just done it after Krenko got a counter. Opponent. Rekindling Phoenix. Alright. That's an annoying threat. Opponent. Passing. Shock. Apply the land. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Oh, okay. Krenko's doing work. Krenko's actually doing work. All right, maybe this build is better than the last build. Opponent blocks and blocks. Unblocks. Okay, well, we will Sheltering Light Krenko. Yeah, we'll keep Shock. Kill Daredevil. Kill Phoenix. Shock the token. And hope our opponent doesn't have double burn spell. Alright, about it. Let's see what you got. Yeah, Krenko has been super impressive this game. Land for our opponent. Sarkin. Sarkin is not lethal. It does not do it. Makes a full... Oh. Oh! Okay, yeah. That does it. Shock you. Impossible. Combat. Attack. Goblins. Krenko has made 10 power! 10 power! Oh. Wow, it worked. It worked. It worked. All right, now we can bring in lava coils. Lava coils are main edition, I think. Maybe Lyra's worth it too. Lava coil Lyra, something like that. Should have let Adanto die because you still have lethal, too low life. Yeah, I was worried about if we let it live, then like Collision Colossus pumping could be an issue, maybe. But maybe it was fine to just let it go. Well, this build of the deck does seem to have worked a little bit smoother. And I was impressed with Krenko. Maybe we should just be playing a Krenko deck, because in that game at least, Krenko was awesome. That was super sweet with Krenko. Had Krenko into Salmon at pre-release. That sounds like a good limited combo. Pump it, make the goblins. Can we get some Sarkhan Super Friend Brew going? I've tried to work on that a little bit, and I have not got it to a point right yet. I think it's definitely something that I'm hoping we will get to eventually, because it's a really sweet idea. Yeah, let's just go the shocks and go like that. Maybe a Gruul Chompy, because throw Colossus at him and make Mega Tokens, yeah. Or like Krenko with Rhythm is pretty sweet. Haste it in, put counters on it, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Krenko works really well with Goblin Calamity too. So there's definitely a lot of potential Krenko homes. Tillinali's Crown, yeah, that does work. Or just like old school Giant Growth, that also does it. Krenko's Divine Visitation. We played Boros Visitation before. I could see Krenko in there. Alright. I mean, the no spell hand, but hopefully we find spells. Staggered Battery, tap, go. I feel like Krenko is great sideboard option for decks with small amounts of removal. Yeah, kind of like Legion War Boss almost, is that kind of sideboard option. Yeah, they bumped everyone, so don't feel too bad. Everyone got bumped. They reset the season today, so bone it. 2 more lands in a row, not the idealist. Nasty thing I saw at pre-release was -2 Rowland to enter the God of Turtles. That's a lot of life. And a big zombie. Yeah, that seems really good. Ashiok feels pretty busted in Limited. I think Ashiok might be the best uncommon Planeswalker in Limited. It feels so good. Like, Mill 20 that's a lot of your Limited deck. When you start at, like, what, 33 cards left after you draw your opening 7? Feather, I mean, it's been a mixture of spectacular and horrible. We've had some awesome games where we do really cool things, and then we've had just some really inconsistent bad games. Ooh, opponent's missing their land drop. All right, gets in with Girl's Chamber Guardian. Well, that's Feather. We still don't have spells to go with any of this, but if we ever draw a spell, look out World. Come on, spell. Reckless Rage would be pretty insane here. So many. Defiant Strike, Eddie Spell. Eddie Spell would make us very happy here. That is the danger, Ali from Cairo. That has kind of been my initial reaction to Feather. Is it's spicy and fun, but it does arguably require you to play a lot of bad cards. Like, there are a lot of not good Magic cards that show up in Feather decks. I guess we just gotta take this. Yeah. Opponent hits us. I've been playing with this deck. I have switched Krenko for Tajik and Burning Prophet for Adanto Vanguard. Have been doing well with it. Ooh, those sound like cool ideas. Might have to test that out. Oy, they keep coming. Ugh. The deck kind of requires an exact mixture of lands and spells. Like, now we had some games where we just had all spells and no creatures, and now we have, like, what's Feather? I mean, I guess Feather's a 3/4, and this is a 2/2, and this is a 1/3, but now our deck is looking pretty tame because we don't have any spells. Shane Whirler. Well, I guess we're gonna pay. Yeah. pings, down to 9. Feather, I think Feather will be a very popular commander to build around. Oh, alright, it's that. Sure. Yeah. I was not expecting status out of the Gruul deck. Probably a sideboard card. Alright. Okay, try it again. I really love Elite Guard Mage. Yeah, status on Shade Whirler is just that's a combo. That is a combo. I was not expecting it out of Gruul. Gruul doesn't play it that often, but they got us good there. Coker MTG for the 29th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Maybe honor the God Pharaoh to dump spells, copy them later with Arcanist and fix hands. Ooh. Ooh. Oh boy. This hand is sweet if we actually get to cast anything. Reckless Rage is sweet. Arcanist. Ooh, the one lander. These are what I get yelled at. These are the ones. These are the ones where I get yelled at. Oh. Chat saying keep. Almost everyone is supporting my one land keep habit. You're enabling me, chat. You're enabling me. Can't believe. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. All right, Magic Gods. Well, chat, remember, you gave me permission to keep this. You one land keep enablers. Chat. Chat, what did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh. Okay. All right, chat. We're sort of doing it-ish. Not as quickly and efficiently as we wanted, but we're sort of getting there. Okay, good job, chat. Good job. I think that the general consensus of the chat was keep. Being behind a turn is not good. It would have been nice to be able to kill this Growth Chamber Guardian. Now they're going to keep making more, and that's going to be bad. Although they still die. Like Reckless Rage, Adanto Vanguard, it is a painful combo, but it is kind of a combo. Opponent gets in. Yup, no blocks. Hits us. Down to 18. Spellbreaker. Untap. Another land. Alright, I think we're just wrathing. So I think what we do here is Adanto, Reckless Rage, kill that. Also Reckless Rage. Reckless Rage looking not bad here. Kill that. Go to combat, attack, hit our opponent. Down to 70, pass the turn. Okay. Opponent. I finally made the stream. Love your content. Ooh, there's a Phoenix. Okay. Opponent passes. It's a land. We'll play the land. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent can't block here. There's no way. There's no way. If they do, they got us. And we got to pay 4, but I don't think they can. Yeah, opponent takes it. Play Adanto Vanguard. Play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Pass the turn, fingers crossed. We have the combo for next turn if nothing dies. I haven't played 1,000 Year Storm since the new set came out, actually. I'm sure we will play it again, but oh, welcome, Christian Bales. Approach of the Second Sun Legacy? That is interesting. I have not seen any Approach of the Second Suns in Legacy. Well, so next turn, we get to Feather, Dreadhorde Arcanist. I guess it doesn't get rid of Phoenix permanently. Wow. Wow. Ooh, approach of the second sun omniscience. That looks sweet, Christian Bales. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm not ignoring you, Jancub. I just probably was looking at the Magic game when you said something. What was I ignoring? Or not ignoring, actually. Unintentionally ignoring. I mean, I guess we just gotta lose our board? Yeah. Plays in the land, gets in. Well, play Clifftop Retreat, play Feather. Go to combat. Attack with Arcanist. Flashback Reckless Rage. Chain Whirler, and Arcanist. Kill it. Hit our opponent. Defiant Strike. I guess we should have Defiant Strike earlier if we're gonna do it. Oh, Lyra is good. Lyra gives us a glimmer, the slightest glimmer of hope. Yeah, I guess we should have just, if we're gonna do it, we should have done it and got in the point of damage. We wanted to leave up Reckless Rage, but we still had a mana where we could do it. Because we can Reckless Rage Phoenix here. And then hopefully Arcanist to kill it on the way back. But Lyra is an insanely helpful draw. That is probably the best draw of our deck, our sideboard Lyra. So important here. Vote it. Very good. Yeah, you could see kind of the power of Infinite Reckless Rages. Like, it's really good against certain decks. It wasn't good when we were playing Grixis Control, but against a deck like this, we're just, like, mowing down the board. Alright. Well, Feather, Phoenix, and Feather. Kill the Feather. Exiles. It will return to get rid of that token, theoretically. Alright, opponent. Thinking. Looking at our graveyard. There is another Reckless Rage. I think we're doing it. Opponent. Gruul Spellbreaker. Okay. Sure. Sure. A land would be fine. Opponent's really tanking. Goes with haste. Attacks. Okay. Land. Well, we get back Reckless Rage. We untap. That is a land. So we play the land. We play... Okay. We go to combat. We attack. Arcanist. Reckless Rage. Kill the token. Ping Arcanist. Lyra Dawnbringer to seal the deal. Hopefully, Lyra. Pass the turn. Reckless Rage still in hand. And what do you do about a Lyra? Yeah, I guess if they had land Banefire, that would do it. That would be a way out. Our deck has looked good this game. It really has. Dreadhorde Invasion with Divine Visitation. Ooh, that's a really fun idea, Jancub. It even gets around the zombie issue. Yeah, let's Lightning Strike you. Or Lava Coil you, rather. Go to combat. Attack. Defiant Strike Lyra. Gotta get all that life. Land. Pass the turn. Up to 12. Opponent at 5. Reckless Rage in hand. Avian for the 4th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Yeah, War Limited. I think it's really fun, too. Do we escape? We escaped! We are back to gold! Well, it took our first 2.5 hours of the stream, but we did it. Feather did it. Feather did it finally. All right. Well, let's see if we keep going. I think at this point we might as well keep feathering. We've already gone like 2.5 hours. I don't think there's any point in starting another deck now when we have like a half hour left in the stream. So I think we might as well just feather it up for the rest of the stream. What do you think, chat? What do you think about limited? Limited is so weird. Some people really would like limited streams, once in a while, not like all the time, but Gregabodes, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. And that Berry guy, big soups here for you as well. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The problem is whenever I do a limited stream, the views are really bad. But then people also like ask for it. Deckmaster should be working. I believe it's working. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely do a rough drafts for the YouTube channel. I think we're going to wait, since we only have one creature, and we can Sheltering Light next turn. I guess this does open us up to a counter, but... Alright, Legionnaire. Please don't counter this. Jeskai control opponent. Ugh, Quench! Oh my god. Not only did we get countered, we got quenched. Quenched! Quenched! Who plays Quench? Opponent passes. That's the worst. That's like way worse than just getting countered, getting quenched. That's the rub-ins. Like, haha. That's almost as good as force spiking someone. That's like, I can play a really bad mana leak and get you with it. Yes, I actually am a little thirsty. So not quench. Imagine getting a Rotwolf quenched. Taveri. Oh, this meta. Censor was sweet. At least you could cycle Censor. Phil Bell, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Do we have to cycle this? We might have to. We don't have any creatures. I think we have to. Oh. Alright. Well, that is a feather. We just spent our Defiant Strike, but that is a feather. Adanto gets tugged. Opponent passes. Adanto, well play feather. Gird for battle. Bounce it. Pass the turn. Get it back. Slowly growing those feathers. Come on. Come on. Know anything good, opponent. Know anything good. We must protect the feather at all costs. Yeah, Censor was a very good card. I hydrated. I'm quenched. Ugh. Okay. We don't need another feather. What do we do about a Niv Mizzet? That triggers every time we cast a spell. Okay. We're trying. Yeah. 16. I mean, we're dealing damage, but that is a literal Niv across the battlefield. Feather gets in. I don't think we can protect Feather through this. It is not feeling likely. We're doing gear. Okay, so this build does seem better than the last build, but I don't think that we can beat a Niv. Chemister's Insight. Opponent gonna draw a lot of cards. I mean, we're gonna try to run over Niv. I don't think it's gonna work. Opponent. Feather. Yeah, we're gonna keep it alive. Opponent. 11 cards, or 11 life, 1,000,000 cards, Deafening Clarion. Oh, and this gives Niv lifelink? Ew, that's gonna shift the race. Oh, Reckless Rage, it doesn't do it. It's short. Yeah, it doesn't do it. 4 damage doesn't do anything here. Well, we protected the Feather, which is good. We protected the Danto, which is, I guess, kind of good. But our opponent has a lifelinking Niv. Down to 5. Get back Sheltering Light. Untap. 16? Is there any world where we can get in 16 points of damage here? Didn't we put that to the bottom? Yeah, we did. Yeah, there's not. So, yeah, target our creatures. Unless Niv, like, pings itself accidentally, then we have an out. There is no Prison Realm in the sideboard, unfortunately. This isn't a deck that we built. This is one that 5-0'd a league. Yeah. Oh, that lifelink. That was exactly... That saved our opponent. If they didn't have lifelink, they'd be dead there. But they did have lifelink, so we're dead here, but... Opponent. That lifelink was brutal. Huey Lewis, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, we had Gideon in the first build of the deck. It's hard. It's hard to figure these out. This feels like a deck that, oh boy. We didn't even get to sideboard, unfortunately. That's less than ideal. Ugh. Yeah, they probably only run 2 Nivs. I would have liked to sideboard into Johnny's, but that's not an option at this point. Well, I guess Shock plus Reckless Rage can get rid of a Niv. We have mana to cast Feather, or at least attempt to. Hair down. Ugh. I don't know if we'll hair down tonight, but we'll do some more hair downing at some point in the not distant future. Is Topple the Monument in the sideboard? It is not. Should it be? Sacred Foundry, tapped. Pass the turn. Alright, it's all up to you, Feather. This is where we're probably going to have to just run out a naked Feather and hope. Cross our fingers, pray to the magic gods. Oh, so many shocks. Alright. Please tell us you can't kill this. Hey, have a good night at work, Gyrophonics. Pote it. Teferi.
Sorry I'm late.
Going to bounce Feather. More feathers. I'll play Feather. Kill Teferi. Pass the turn.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Limited streams should be hair down streams. Okay. That might be a good technique. Pote it. Dovin. Oh, opponent's got a lot of planeswalkers. Makes a Thopter. Well, let's Defiant Strike. Draw a card. Reckless Rage. Go to combat. Kill Dovin. Hit Dovin. Like, those are sweet tricks that you could do with Feather. Oh, we probably actually could have killed that Niv next turn, because I think if we had went into full control mode or set a stop, we can technically Reckless Rage twice in a turn once. You don't get it again for a while, but that is a possibility. So I think that's what we should have done last game. Adonto. Well, go to combat. Attack. Oh. That doesn't do anything, though. Nothing does anything, because we have... Okay, so Reckless Rage. Kill you, target you. I mean, I guess we're just running this back. Get out of here, Angel. It's a combo. Yeah, Defiant Strike. Might as well. Draw a card. Yup. Keep it going. Opponent. Down to 14. Land Adonto, and this is it. This is where Feather looks insane. Like, we do have some clucky games, but games like this are just absurd. They're so good. They're so good. Opponent, land. There's a Niv time. We can actually beat a Niv here. Not easily, but we can actually do it. Clarion. Well, we will keep our stuff. Pay. Clarion Part 2. Well, let's Defiant Strike. Draw a card. Ooh, Cranko. Where's our Salmon Sprint? Do we have Salmon Sprint in this build? I really want a Salmon Sprint in this Cranko. So, Seth, there was one thing I was wondering. What were you wondering, Sammy? Wizards has all but confirmed there will be Standard Plus at the next rotation. Yes. That much is basically confirmed. Well, play Cranko. Yeah, let's just go Vanguard. Get in for 4. Hit our opponent. So hit our opponent for 8. Down to 6. Pass the turn. All right, opponent, what do you got? Does this mean they will re-add Kaladesh and Amonkhet cards? So we don't actually know. I don't think it has ever been confirmed. Opponent scoops it up, and that was a good game for our deck. So I don't think it has been confirmed exactly what was in the format. Like, Standard Plus has been confirmed, although they might change the name of it. But Standard Plus has been confirmed. We don't know exactly what will be in the format, though. That has not been confirmed. What exact cards are in the format? Oh, this deck does not have any Salmon Sprints. Interesting. Yeah, alright. Run it like that. Where was Standard Plus confirmed? There was an interview. There was an interview with Wizards people saying that the format would be up before next rotation or at next rotation. I believe that Standard Plus is like a working name, so I don't think that means it is necessarily going to be called that when it goes live. That's like their working title for the format. But they didn't say what the actual format was, as far as I've heard. Yeah, I mean, we don't even really know if it's a rotating format. We don't know anything. We don't know if they're bringing back Kaladesh, if they're filling any sets, which I would doubt they were actually backfilling sets that weren't on Arena, but you never know. So we actually have literal no idea at this point. All right, Cranko it is. Should I be panic selling my Moto collection? I would say no. Because there's still no Modern. Modern prices on Magic Online and prices in general have recovered a ton from the big freak-out crash like last fall. So there's no signs that there will ever be Modern on Arena. I kind of wish there would be, but there's just absolutely no signs that that'll ever happen. If it does happen, we're talking years and years, maybe decades in the future, if it ever did. So I think that Moto still has a place as long as Modern has a place. Like, that would be my concern with Moto, is if Modern stops being supported or other older formats, then all of a sudden, then I don't know what Modern's place is, or what Moto's place is anymore. But as long as people want to keep playing Modern and Legacy, ugh. Oh, that's so brutal. Costicard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for, oh, even more brutal, the Rubbins! The binding Rubbins from Arena. The turn after they binding it. Oh, we draw another one. To Fairy. Okay. Bounces Cranko, draws a card. So we can never feather again. Yeah, I mean, Cranko returns past the turn. What are your thoughts on the Tron Mark card? So, alright, the Yuya thing... Okay. This has been an absurd hand for our opponent. Wow. I don't know if I can actually rightly remember a better start than this, and we got literal nothing. Kill Big Teferi.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Yes, Arena, I am sure. Play Arcanist. Pass the turn. So when we first heard about the Yuya thing, I was like, all right, I don't know. Yuya has a good reputation. What does mark cards mean? It's definitely suspicious, just the way the judge worded it. It was pretty forceful. And then after seeing the pictures that Yuya posted, or that Yuya through his sponsor posted, it's hard, this is just me personally, it is hard for me to envision a way that cards could accidentally be damaged, or sleeves could accidentally be damaged that way. I don't know. I'm not a huge paper player, maybe I'm missing something, but my first initial reaction was, I can't see how this was accidental. Huh? Why didn't I get a chance to Sheltering Light? Oh, to Fairy. Oh, this is so over. All right. Well, that wasn't even a little bit close. Whew. That was absurdly brutal. At least we made it to gold. Well, all right, let's give Feather one more shot. One more Feather shot. And then, yeah, little Teferi is way stronger than I thought. Yeah, you can find the pictures of the sleeves on Reddit or whatever if you want it. But basically, all the Tron lands were marked. And the one that got me, like, some of them were marked with, I don't know if I have any. All right, here, I think I do have sleeves. All right, so some of them, and I'm gonna mark my, okay, so if you didn't see the pictures, like some of them, they had like just the corner was sort of like bent like that, essentially. I think you can you see that? So some of them were bent like that. The ones that, and I could envision like just shuffling, if you're just shuffling your deck, maybe you could bend your corners like that. It seems unlikely that would happen with in such a short period of time. But the one that really got me, and I was like, ugh, I do not see there's any possibility, other than the fact that it was different corners on different Tron lands. But the other one, I don't even know if I can do it. It looked like a fingernail mark. I guess you can kind of do it. If you really, like, dug your fingernail into, like, the corner of your sleeve and put an indentation. And I don't even know if your fingernail does it deep enough, honestly. But that was the one. There's no way that you can actually do that. That I can imagine that you can do that just shuffling. Like, that seemed basically just impossible. So, all things considered, I don't know what else to make of it other than someone intentionally marked those sleeves. Like, the probability of that happening by chance is just, like, it seems incredibly low. Like, either Yuya is, yeah, there wasn't an actual card in that Charomantic, thankfully. And the other thing that's worth mentioning about the marked sleeve thing is having marked sleeves in and of itself isn't necessarily, I guess we Defiant Strike, isn't necessarily a huge deal. The problem in this scenario was more that the sleeves are marked, and they were marked in a discernible pattern was the bigger issue. Like, if you just randomly had some sleeves that were damaged, you probably have to change your sleeves. Maybe you could get a game loss out of that, but the problem was all the Tron lands that were marked that way. Basically, the deck was Tron in Modern, and it was the generally, the 3 different Tron lands were all marked in ways where you could see, essentially just see in the deck where those lands were. I guess we can keep this. So that was kind of the issue. So that's a benefit if you're like scrying through your deck or whatever, you could potentially see it. So I don't know, but it definitely, after seeing the pictures, it was more suspicious to me, and it's hard for me to imagine it happening by accident after seeing the pictures. Go attacking. Yeah, let's just keep growing the dorks. Grow them, grow them. Gird for Battle seems really good in this deck. Hey, see ya, Soren. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out. Get in. Hit our opponent. Grow our dorks. Our clock is on. If they have a sweeper, it's still bad, but... Land untapped. Omnixolus's Cruelty. Is this double removal? Well, 10th Thirstic Legion is good. Legion, Defiant Strike. Man, Grixis control is so incredibly popular on Arena. It's very... almost surprising. Well, hit our opponent. Down to 8. We're fighting. Can we close it out? They get to flip his Kata. I don't know if we can do it. I don't know if we do it. Ban Heroic. Ooh. Let me take a look, Tyler. Opponent. Land. Untap. Down to 6. Ban Heroic. Thought Erasure. Alright. Gets to take our threat. And we were debating Reckless Rage earlier. This is a good example of a game where if we had Lightning Strike instead of Reckless Rage, we would win this game. But since it is Reckless Rage instead of Lightning Strike, we will lose. Yeah. So the strictly better idea definitely doesn't really hold much water, because this is a really good example of where Reckless Rage has a pretty big downside. Opponent is Kanta. Ingress Rampage. Alright. More lands, and we are off to sideboarding. Yeah, that's not going to work out. I do think that these control decks seem like very difficult matchups. Very, very hard for our deck to actually keep up with. So maybe it's a metagame as well. Yeah, so Reckless Rage, it's very matchup dependent. I feel like we saw against like the Gruul deck, it was absurd. I want 4 of those in that matchup every time. But we've played a lot of control decks, and the meta just might not be in a place where you can afford to run that much. Sideboard needs 9 creature removal. Yeah, it might need like an Ixalan's Binding or something. We don't have much to deal with non-creatures, which is going to be problematic eventually. All right, we get to play, well, okay. This hand's fine. This is more of a Boros aggro hand than a... Yeah, this is more of just a Boros aggro hand, but it's still a pretty solid aggro hand. Get in, hit our opponent, down to 18. Yeah, no Samet Sprint is weird to me. That felt like one of the best cards in the deck, so it seems awkward to not be playing Samet Sprint, but... Yeah, with Kranko and also Arcanist, it seems like the one of the best pump spells for this deck, so it definitely strikes me as odd that this build does not have it. Although this is a build that went 5-0. First time catching the stream, I've seen first time catching the stream. I've seen every video you've released. Thank you for inspiring imagination, MTG. Well, Tiba, thank you so much for the kind words, and welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Land. Well, play the plains. Play a Danto. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Did they mill Cry of the Cranarium? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. That's like their best card. Really? That bodes very, very poorly for our future. Alright, sack. Maybe they're just desperate for lands. Okay, that makes sense. Well, Sacred Foundry. Untapped. A Johnny. Reanimate, Hasty Legionnaire. Go to combat, attack, and I guess this is how we beat Grixis, if we just hope they get stuck on lands. If they're stuck on 2 mana, we got a shot. What do you think about the Hearthstone people working on Arena to get large sample data? Dreadhorde Invasion. Is that happening, Beef Ferret? Alright, grow the dorks. I think we just win here, right? We get in for... We have Exaxes? Oh, we have more than Exaxes. Opponent to 2, shock in hand. Seth loves Aristocrats. I think he's waiting to be finding a good build. It'll be coming. Yes, Aristocrats definitely coming. It is. I've been messing around with it, tried to get it right. I'm still not sure. Like, are you Mardu? Do you play Judith or Mayhem Devil or both? Are you Orzhov? So Aristocrats is a deck that I love it, and we will 100% be playing it. The question is just, is it how to build it? Essentially, is the main question, which is sometimes a bit of a challenge. I think it's one of the harder decks to build, I would say. Alright, let's try it like that. So yeah, it'll definitely be coming. Anyone know how a mythic qualifier works? I got top 1k but didn't receive anything. I think it'll take a few days, I remember people asking me last season. Alright, we're gonna mulligan that. I remember people saying the same thing last season, and I feel like they got a message in a few days. Well, no, I mean, is that something that's happening? Like, big meta-analysis on Arena? Blood Crypt, untapped. Or was the question like, what if people tried to do that? Like, is it people are doing that, or like, what if people did? So, I mean, I would love it. I'm a huge supporter of more data. I would do it myself, or like, be part of it if it was a thing that that Wizards wouldn't just shut down. Because we used to do that stuff on Goldfish, and I think it's a really big benefit, and I think that Arena offers a lot of possibilities, and I would love for Goldfish to be able to do that kind of stuff with Arena, but all sides so far are that Wizards would just would shut it down if that is something that people try to do. Ooh, oh, that's a clutch shock. Good timing for the shock, for sure. Do we even have any creatures we can reanimate? We don't. Ugh. All right, take it up. I guess we're working towards the cats. All right, opponent, what do you got? Another one? Ugh. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Now we're gonna get hit by Thief of Sanity. Pass the turn. No, they're starting it. All the third-party data, all Hearthstone party is data is third-party. Yeah. I mean, Hearthstone officially supports it though, or like is accepting of it. That was where it was a little bit weird with Wizards. Is Hearthstone was like, sure, like do what you want with it, is my understanding, but Wizards kind of has an opposite opinion of data and think that it's oh boy, and thinks that it's a negative for the game rather than a positive.
Yourself would
Alright, land go. Yeah, we're not hitting the threats. We're not hitting the threats. Hearthstone wanted to shut it down, but people complained and they relented. Yeah, well, maybe that's the difference. Wizards does not relent to the complaints. Opponent gets in. We're gonna lose to our own Kranko from this Thief of Sanity. Oh, well, that's Feather for you. I guess the good news is we did manage to get a. Oh. This game. All right. Yeah. Well, here, opponent. I mean, our plan was to put counters on Krenko and Boros, so I guess we go with it. Go ahead, opponent. Yup, enjoy. Actually, you know what? Here, you can have that too. How about that? To the bottom. Also, you know what? I don't think that's enough. Sure, grow them. How about growing them again? Hey, we might as well be nice on our way out. That was our plan. It doesn't matter that our opponent's the one controlling them. And now, yeah, we're dead. And we get to see Krenko make a lot of goblins. That's cool. So, what do we learn about? Oh, you're gonna kill the. It just put counters on you. Oh, really? The disrespect. It just put counters on your creatures, opponent. Aw. That's how you treat the Golden Mane? Who just, kids these days, they got no respect. I'm gonna play this other one, put counters on it. I swear. And if they counter it, I'm gonna send an angry, what's the angriest emo? Your go, I guess. Okay, that's our shock, thank you. Opponent. Alright.
I understand you are in need of support.
Oh, good game. Okay, yes, thank you, opponent.
My strength.
Alright. So what do we learn about Feather? Well, we got up to gold. So we did actually win some games. Feather, so here's my takeaway from Feather. There's potential, but good lord is Feather deck's inconsistent. I feel like the second one, this one, it felt a little better than the first one. I think it's missing Samet Sprint. That card feels insane in this deck. Krenko was surprise all-star, worth exploring more. The main issue is consistency. Maybe we need to go into other colors. Maybe we need a better way to protect Feather. It's a deck that it can be insanely awesome and powerful, but it has boggle issues where you just draw the wrong part of your deck, or your threat gets killed, like infect issues where your threat gets killed and you're left with just a bunch of really bad pump spells. And I think the biggest challenge for Feather moving forward is if anyone figure out a way to build Feather without playing bad cards, because in a vacuum, Defiant Strike, that's not really a constructed type of card in general. Like, yes, I guess in a heroic style deck it's got a shot, but really, it's not a powerful card. Gird for Battle, kind of medium. Sheltering Light, also another card that you're not going to want to play in most of your decks. So if you can figure out a way how to make Feather and Dreadhorde Arcanist work and still be good, but play more good cards, that might be able to go. A long way with that. Featherpod is interesting. Yeah, I'm amazed there isn't a thanks emote. That one surprises me every time because it feels like there should be. So anyway, I think that brings us to the all for tonight. Hey, what's up, Green Mage? Yeah, you came in right at the end. So this Thursday, I believe this. So this Thursday, there's no stream. I am once again casting Fandom Legends. I believe Thursday streams will return next week, but I will let you know for sure. And then we'll be back to our full 3 stream a week schedule, playing War of the Spark, doing awesome stuff. So anyway, everyone, it was a blast tonight. Feathered away. Next time, we'll play some Planeswalkers or take some turns or do some more craziness in War of the Spark Standard. Yes, Against Odds every Wednesday. So it is going up tomorrow. It is War of the Spark Standard. Speaking of Against Odds, you can find it on the YouTube channel, along with tons of other stuff. That goes up tomorrow. There's a top 10 video going up tonight. So tons of content coming up on the YouTube channel. Replay YouTube. If you missed any of the streams, that's the place to find them. Another reminder that our sponsor tonight is Vector Dash. In Vector Dash, they let you play PC games. On your Mac, you can get a discount if you head over to Vector Dash and use the code Goldfish. You can also get 7 days for free. So thank you to Vector Dash for the support, and most importantly, thank you to all of you for the support. You are amazing. It is always fun. I'm already looking forward to the next one. So anyway, have a wonderful middle of the week, and yeah, I will talk to you soon.